Good evening, and welcome to the Heikadelic Show. We would like to take this moment to let you know that viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. So sit back, have yourself a nice cool drink or hot drink, and enjoy the show. And welcome once again to the Heikadelic Show.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah. Oh, you caught me drinking. Oh, no.
Oh,
I caught ya. Look at that. I caught ya.
Heiko
How are you,
gets the prize.
boys?
What's going to happen?
Heiko gets the prize for first drink.
Yeah. You guys doing good?
Oh,
Okay. I always wait for that song, George. Thank you. You just made my day.
Try to get in there
hi,
quick.
Mel.
Mel?
All right. So Mel's first. Now, Mel, if you don't remember, I'm going to remind you, is from the Bannock Shack Music Festival. Happens all long weekend. I think, what is there, 20 bands or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, I just saw the ad for it online. That looks kind of cool.
So I was talking with Joe, which is Mel's partner, and I was thinking maybe the long weekend we'll bring them on for 10, 15 minutes or so, and we can talk about the Bannock Shack.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Which
right.
one?
Absolutely.
Canada Day. Is that Canada Day?
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
Canada. That's the next one. Couple weeks.
It's not that far off. Yeah.
No. And it's Sandra. And Sandra, actually, I'm out Sandra's way next weekend.
Oh, okay.
Playing at the Rec Room in Mississauga.
Wow.
The Rec Room.
Yeah.
Whose house?
Well, I don't know. It's gonna wreck it though.
Mr. and Mrs. Saga.
Yeah. I think that was one of the postings that I put out was something like, hey Mrs. Saga, we heard your husband wasn't home.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So how was your week? How was your week, Hike?
Well, it was eventful, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Alana's parents, they sold the farm.
Oh, right.
So
Wait a
they
second.
had
They sold the farm. Wait, everything okay?
Yeah. They sold the farm. Woohoo!
You know what that means when you say that, right?
Yeah, but they literally sold the farm.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought that was bought the farm.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Yeah.
Well,
Bought
if you
the
buy
farm.
it, somebody had to sell it to you.
They bought the farm, yeah.
Well, they bought one too.
Right.
So they're moving. So I've been spending all this week over there, getting stuff ready for the auction that we just had on Saturday.
Right.
Yeah.
So going with that old truck. What happened to that? I remember you talking about that last week.
Oh, the old truck. Yeah. Oh, someone bought it.
Someone bought it. Oh, right.
Oh yeah. I couldn't believe what people buy. Like seriously, like he had tons of farm equipment. Probably 12, 13 tractors, wagons, balers, planters, like farm equipment, right? Tons of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And a couple old vehicles. And then there's the
Who's
stuff.
doing the auction?
Kevin Barker.
Kevin Barker? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Popular around here. He does most of the auctions.
Barker and the Gary Hill and a guy I grew up with is now doing one. Gary Hill trained him, right?
Yeah.
Gildercroft, Brian Glanders is who does it. Yeah.
And it's funny because they're going through their stuff. Like It's the house has been there for 5 generations, so there's a lot of stuff, right?
Yep.
So they're wondering, what can we put in the auction? What won't people buy? I said, listen, put everything out. Everything you don't want, put it out. Furniture, tools, stuff, junk, doesn't matter. Put it out. So we had these big hay wagons, right? So we just filled the hay wagons full of stuff, let's call it, right? You can call it junk, you can call it stuff, whatever you want. But just whatever, right? And I couldn't believe people bought everything. Like everything. It was wild.
Yep.
They picked through the stuff, old, broken, this, busted, that, bars,
old pictures
hooks,
are huge.
chain.
That's huge.
Oh, yeah. Just stuff. And then once they all pick through it, then there's the leftover stuff left over. And the guy just says, okay, how much for everything on the trailer?
Yep.
And they had the 8 trailers with stuff on it. So it was wild. I watched people like buy everything.
Yep.
Like, holy crap. But I guess, they know what they need. They know what they want, whatever. They see shit. They go, oh, whatever. And
repurposing is huge right now, right?
Yeah.
So it's not even buying it for what it's used for. It's they make it something else out of it.
Yeah. The only thing, there was a couple of lamps and a couple old dressers left over. That's it. Right?
Hey, Sandra kind of, noticed that Ringo wasn't here.
Oh, Ringo.
He's not?
No, well, they're right.
Where's Ringo?
I just realized that. I didn't realize that until she said that.
Wow.
Well, look. Well, so instead of having Ringo, how about we have a little Briar? We
there
have
you
a
go.
little cuteness. Hey, look at me. So, Ringo had a prior engagement.
Another one.
He had to
these
days. Part-time.
Boy, he gets around, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, hey, he's a busy man.
Oh, yeah.
You're not named after one of the outlaws if you don't have stuff to do in your life.
That's right.
There you go.
So
yeah, I think he's gone all week. He said so.
Yeah, he's just gone away. Ringo, I think he's he had to go check out his bug out trailer or something. Maybe I don't know what he had to do. No. So, but he will be back. He said he does say hi to everyone, and especially Sandra. And we'll try and do our best without him.
Yeah.
But speaking of without him, George, we can't be without your backside.
Backside.
Dun 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 dun. Here we go. Drum roll, Derek. Wow.
Okay, so we're back in cigarettes, pens, stamps.
I guess those are 3 cards with guys' faces on them in there. That's why they're blocked out.
No, George, is that a... Wait a second. Here, wait a second. I can't see if that's a joint or a cigarette. I got to move this stuff over here.
Joint. Let me see. Well, at the top.
I hit the wrong button. Oops. So I got to do this.
Still hit there you go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's
okay, up here.
Yes. That's a couple of coffee, I think, or lattes.
Oh, okay. That's a spoon or...
Yes, a little spoon.
Okay.
So 3 dudes. Does that mean there's 3 guys in the band?
No.
No. Okay.
So that means there's more than 3 guys in the band, but is that the 3 main members of the band?
Yes, you could put it that way.
Huh.
Okay, we got
Sandra asks, is it a solo or a band? Well, this is actually a band, but it was thought of as a solo. And definitely, yeah.
Okay, I'm just going by it's got to be early 80s, late 70s, early 80s.
Actually, it's 1973.
73, oh, okay. Is it The Who?
Is it The Who? We had the Who the other week, didn't we?
Yeah.
I don't know, did you?
Yeah, I think so.
1973. Hi, Matt.
Howdy, Matt.
Hi, Matt. 1973, Sandra.
1973.
Mm-hmm. Any questions from the floor?
Huh.
I could probably
Oh.
take this one off. The third one here.
Okay, the third one you could take off. Okay, so
I
the
don't
two
think
are
it'd be a lot of
famous.
help, but just in case.
So, but are those
1973.
three people band members?
They are the band members, yes.
So this person you're going to take off his face, but so not too many people know who he is.
I doubt it, but should we give it a shot?
Oh,
Sure.
Okay, all right.
American or UK?
There you go. Well, I'll say British, even though one of them is actually US, but the main person is British.
Yeah.
British.
British.
band.
It's from Britain, near England.
Well, why don't they pronounce the T?
Britain. It's just slang talk, right? I'm gonna go right. I go right. You know, they say I've got a lot of.
1973 British
Yeah.
band that
Got a lot
started
of-
out as a solo, became a band.
No, the started out in a band, and this is a solo, as good as, kind of, thought of, and then
Is it a solo album or like a super group, like a Traveling Wilburys type of thing?
it's not like a Traveling Wilburys, no.
Yeah.
1973.
1973.
Yeah.
Wow.
No idea.
Oh, sure. You've not asked any questions, really.
I know. Okay, so 1973. It's rock. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
It's rock and roll though. It's not like the acid pop and shit back in the day.
No,
right?
it's kind of rock. It's like, what do you call it? Like, contemporary rock, you know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Not heavy rock or anything like that.
Just good old rock and roll. It's
Kind of, yeah.
1970s. 3-piece band.
No, there was a 5-piece band, but these are the main members.
Okay,
Okay.
3-piece band.
This guy
Three
here at
main
the end.
members.
This
Are
guy
they-
here on the end was in a band. Well, they were all started in the 60s, if not earlier. And this guy was in a band. I don't know. They had a huge number one.
Yeah. Rod Stewart.
Is it Rod Stewart? Let's see.
Oh, Sean. Hey, this is something.
Is it
Emerson, Lake
Emerson,
and
Lake?
Palmer.
No, that's what I thought would have got till I took that third sticker off.
Nice try, Sean.
Yeah, good try. It is a bit confusing. That's why I picked it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Is it America?
No, the British. I told you, the British.
No, the band.
No, the band. Is it? Is it America? Unfortunately.
I was gonna say America's a British band, aren't they?
What's that?
Isn't America a British band?
It's kind of, yeah, you could say that. Anglo-American.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that might throw it. That might confuse you more.
Okay, so we got another guess. John Waite.
John Waite.
1973 rock. So it's rock and roll. I can't even picture rock and roll in 1973.
It's rock, yeah.
What do you have? What do you have? Like the Turtles and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, started off in the 60s. That's
Huh. Don't know. I don't know.
mm-hmm.
In the 60s.
Yeah.
Is the band like a name or someone's name?
This one.
Yeah.
It's actually I think think of it as Doodah and whatever, right? But the actual Doodah person.
So like
it's just we call this because he was taking all the
shit. Who's
attention.
the Silver Bullet Band guy?
Bob Seger.
Bob Seger.
No, he's not British, is he?
But that type of thing. I mean, like,
Yeah.
It could be
yes,
in
you're
there.
right. He's
Maybe
not,
a bit more middle of the road than that. But yeah.
a little bit more middle of the road.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't know. I don't know.
You don't know. Yeah, that's a question.
That's a toughie there,
I'm
George.
trying. I don't.
I will accept either the name of the band on the front of the album or the guy that sort of put the band together. Either
I
will
don't
do.
know. I can't tell. I cannot tell.
Okay.
Paul
Five-piece band.
Paul McCartney?
Is that
Is he the guy that put the band together? Yeah.
Is that you?
Paul
Heiko?
McCartney and Wings?
Yeah.
No, hang on. No, hang on. Sorry, wrong one. Here we go.
Oh wow!
There's Paul.
There he is.
Yeah.
And there's his wife, Linda.
Right. I would never have guessed her.
I don't know who Linda is. I would have guessed just with him. There we go.
Yeah,
Paul
Band on
McCartney
the
and Wings.
Paul McCartney. and Wings.
Band on the Run. There we go.
Yeah.
That's
Band
the
on the Run, yeah.
Well, it was a bit of a red herring having somebody that you didn't realize was a woman, right?
Hey, I'm getting a knock on my door here.
Oh, is it? Joke time?
Well, you better go answer it.
Do you guys want to hear a joke?
Sure.
A knock joke?
Yeah. No. Hey, is it a knock joke? It's not a knock joke.
All right. Well, we want to hear a good joke. Come on in.
Okay, come on over here. Here, ready? Oh, let me switch you there. Okay. There you go.
All right.
Okay. So, what do you get when you breed a parrot and a centipede together?
Ooh.
I don't know. What do you get?
When
A
you
walkie-talkie.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Back in the cupboard.
Oh.
Get behind the
All
door.
right.
Get behind the door again.
Yeah.
See you
So
next
those are
week.
your son jokes instead of your dad jokes.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's Father's Day. Yeah, this weekend, right?
It is, isn't it? It's coming up.
Holy shit, though.
Whoa, yeah. So what do you guys do for Father's Day? What's the typical?
I try to drink some beer, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, chill out. Come on.
I usually get some Guinness. That's usually pretty standard.
I got some.
You should try
cigars.
getting some beer, George. Get some beer instead.
Hey, look, I've not even opened my can here. Look, I got some engrossed and everything. I've not even opened it yet. Oh, there you go. What's wrong with Guinness? Let's have the Guinness debate. What's wrong with Guinness?
I just don't like it. That's just me.
Okay.
It's flat. It doesn't have any taste.
Oh yeah, it does.
Not to me.
Yeah.
I know guys that love the stuff. They drink it all the time. I've tried it
yeah.
numerous occasions. And the one English buddy I have, he says, you got to try Guinness in England.
Ireland.
Yeah. Over there. It's totally different. It tastes totally different.
It is. Well, you probably still wouldn't like it anyway. It's just if you like Guinness that's exported and imported. If you have yeah.
So okay.
For me, beer has to be like crispy and, you know.
This is
it
bubbles
doesn't
go down.
It's a stout. Pardon?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
What?
Guinness's bubbles go down. They don't go up.
Yeah.
Well, because they're not carbonated bubbles like regular beer.
Yeah,
They have the widget in the can that makes the bubbles. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just flat, right?
Yeah.
And I do drink stout, George. I drink lots of stout. I love it.
You just don't
I just don't like that. And it might just be the bubbles. I don't know.
Maybe.
But it's just, yeah. It's different.
It goes down too quickly with me. It's too smooth. I could go through 3 or 4 of them, no problem, right now.
The bubbles are so tiny, it almost doesn't feel like bubbles. It tastes creamy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Guinness, good for you. Lots
George, did you have any weddings or anything this weekend?
No, I didn't actually. No. Oh,
no.
Well, I was telling you earlier, I just got technical issues with my mixer. It's just gone from bad to worse. Yeah. So
does that totally put you out, or is that like you have backup stuff?
I've got no backup because I ordered a new one back in March, which is still on back.
Still don't have it. Wow.
No one's got.
Hey, what's Derek? I see you have a new name today.
D-Rec.
D-Rec. Gonna wreck some shit tonight.
Hey, any of you fans out there, you got any good jokes? We want to hear them. I'm in the mood for a good joke today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who's got a joke? Let's see who's out here.
Your son just made that happen for me.
All right.
Yeah, just going back to that. If there's anyone out there with a Pioneer like mixer for computer controller, contact me through the Heikadelic Show if you've got a used one you want to sell.
George is looking for one.
I'm looking for one.
He needs help. He's got to get his show back on the air.
I know I can't do the ballroom tomorrow.
I know it sucks. That's 2 weeks in a row, man.
Yeah, I got it back, and it's actually now it's worse than it was. The problem.
No.
Yeah.
So what is it? A software issue?
I don't know what the problem is. It was a headphone thing, the headphone socket, which has been replaced, and now it's like I've got all the faders down on the channels, so I can play like off the computer a song or a track,
Right.
and it's still going out over the speaker even when the fader's down. So I don't know.
Maybe the guy got a little carried away with the solder.
I don't know, maybe. So it's back in there, but I'm
Wow.
I'm not too optimistic at this point in time.
All right. So if anybody has a joke, raise your hand and we'll see if we can bring you in. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Someone's got to.
So anyways, how's it going, guys? Like, backside, we finished.
Yep.
COVID's done now, so what's going to happen next? Are we going to start going into famine again, or what?
Probably.
There's lots of shit happening. Like, it's a mean, nasty, slow process, and it's done that way so people can't really. It doesn't impact people like bam, oh my God, now we got to do this, now we got to do that. It's going to be slow.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get into politics. But what it's going to be, it's a one global government with one global currency, and the government will have full control of
not if we don't
everything.
Let it happen. We got to stick up for it. But anyways, we did call out for people to come in for a joke, and I would like to introduce Fang.
Hey, everybody.
All right.
Hey.
All right. So you got a joke for us?
I do have a joke for you. Okay, so a man, he gets on an airplane. He's a devout Catholic, and he finds his seat. He goes and sits down. He's watching out the window to see, who else is going to board the plane, and he sees a limousine coming up. He's like, "Oh, there's someone famous going to be on this plane. Cool." And he sees the person get out, and it's the Pope. And he's like, "Oh, amazing! Like the Pope's going to be on this plane." And he remembers that the Pope takes a vow of poverty, and he's like, "I'm in coach. Maybe he'll be in coach." And fair enough. The Pope gets on the plane. He goes and finds his seat, and it's next to this man. He's so excited. He just, how do I can't just freak out and fanboy out on the Pope. That's not proper. He's too important for something like that. So he's like, okay, well, I'll play it cool and we'll see what happens. Plane takes off. The Pope gets out a crossword puzzle in the newspaper. And the man says, "This is it. This is my chance. I'm really good at crosswords. Maybe he'll ask me a question." And they're going along. Finally, the Pope, he leans over. "I need a 4-letter word that ends in UNT for a woman." And the man's, I can't say that to the Pope. I can't say that word. So he's like, "Oh, geez, sorry, Your Excellency. I don't know that." And they go along and they go along and they go along. "Oh my God, no. I've got it, Your Excellency. I've got it. It's aunt, AUNT." And the Pope says, "Oh, do you have an eraser?"
Yeah,
right.
nice one. Good job, buddy.
Good one. Like
Yeah.
it.
That one's actually I stole that one off of Joe Bob Briggs. If anybody out there watches has Shudder or watches The Last Drive-In, I blatantly stole that one from Mr. Joe Bob Briggs.
That's okay. Now we know it too. Perfect.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
buddy. That was
care,
great.
Joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's funny how a word comes to mind right away.
it is.
Yeah.
Because
Right?
we have one
You
track
go,
mind,
oh,
right?
oh. And I thought of Ant, so I figured the joke was in there somewhere, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. There we go. Back at it again.
Right.
So, anybody else got a joke? Oh, Kathy. Kathy says she missed your backside, George. Do you want to fill her in on your backside?
Oh, I've took all the stickers off now.
Yeah, we'll see if she can guess with the stickers off.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna make
just
it big for her.
Hold your thumb over
I'm
I'm just gonna
the
make it small.
number one face.
Okay. Hang on. I've got a minute. Oh, listen to.
Gotta go, Kathy. It'd be better
Yeah.
if you just showed up on time.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
wouldn't have to do an
Don't
instant
do this for
replay for you.
anybody. Don't do this for just anybody on here.
I know, eh?
Yeah.
There. Dun, dun,
And those
dun.
are members of the band, Kathy.
Especially for Kathy. There you go. All right.
Smiley face.
Yeah.
Nope, it's not Smiley face band.
And guess what, Kathy? I guessed it today, and that's really
Yeah.
messed up.
I can't remember the last time you actually got one.
I know, eh?
That was a long time ago.
It was.
Yeah, been
Yeah.
a day or two.
So there you go. Let's see if
All
Kathy
right.
can figure that
All
one
right,
out.
Kathy. Think you can get it?
We'll leave that with you.
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
have you noticed out there everybody's kind of like settling down? Like the general public is kind of getting quiet.
well, a lot of people are actually saying the opposite. A lot of people I'm finding are saying people are being real dicks out there right now.
Well, I'm just talking about if you're just out in public. You go to the gas station or you go somewhere, it's just people
Yeah.
seem to be generally quiet.
Yeah.
But what I'm hearing from people that go to the workplace, a lot of people are miserable, like totally miserable.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
More than usual. I mean, like, no one's happy.
Yeah,
with the
it's
workplace.
I think people are starting to feel the crunch a little bit because
Oh, right. Yeah.
everything just keeps going up and up and up and up, and wages aren't going up, and people just don't know what to do anymore.
No,
Right?
it's very.
I had my hairdresser said the same thing. You know, she's like got 4 kids and that, and she has ideas of what's happening out there, but she just looked at me and says, "I don't know what to do."
Yeah.
And it's greed.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not.
It's
It's not
totally-
because of Russia. It's not. It's greed.
No, it's greed.
There is nothing else. But, anyways, so speaking of the greedy,
Uh-oh.
I got enough to feed the needy. What song is that from, George?
I'm just going to say that sounds like a line from a song, but I can't think what it's from.
Yeah, little Biggie.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy.
Yeah. The
Well,
Notorious
tell us.
B.I.G.
I just did. It was Biggie.
Oh,
Notorious B.I.G. You
Oh, I
wouldn't
thought you
know
get-
that.
I
Oh, you
thought
don't
you're
like
getting
it,
at
don't-
something else.
You won't like the hip hop. You're not into. Well, you know.
No.
No, it's not.
No, it's not,
your-
not my thing.
Not your forte.
No,
No,
not my
no,
cup of
It's
tea.
not mine,
Not my.
really. Not mine, really. You know, I kind of liked hip hop up to about. I liked
Thank
it in, like,
you,
the 80s.
Kathy.
I liked it in the 80s, through the 90s, maybe. Once you hit like 2000, I don't know, it just lost me. You know.
Once it became a little too vulgar,
Yeah.
like
just-
I liked when it was still innocent. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It wasn't just yo bitches hoes.
Yeah. So it's like that for the sake of that, rather than any. You know, it's like let's see how far we can go, rather than let's do something.
Well,
good.
and yeah, that's the problem with it, and that's what I find the super turn off. is the vulgarity and the stuff they say. It's all the things that people shouldn't be doing. People should be caring for each other, not hating each other. And they got.
You know how old you sound right now?
Look at the color of my hair, huh?
It's peace and love. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
You
it was
got
like when I was a lad. It was all
I
about.
made a comment about that too. Actually, it was an old teacher of mine, great lady. But I said, what happened? Like, what happened to, like, from your generation to now? Like, you guys were in the right direction.
I know.
Everything was going, and then all of a sudden, the Stones have a concert the same time as Woodstock, and everything fucking went to hell from there.
It was just after Woodstock. Woodstock was in the August, like mid-August, and
Right.
Altamont was like mid-December, I think, maybe
Was
early
it
December.
that far apart?
Yeah, in '69.
It's just it went from everything being all peace and love to greed and fucking dishonest. I don't know.
I don't know what happened. It was great. I mean, it was all about it was about peace and love and like recycling in a way and growing your own stuff. It was all that. It was great, and then some all got trodden on. Yeah, I don't know.
Look at even the books, like not so much encyclopedias, but do you remember those red books that like taught you how to do anything you wanted? Here, you want to learn how to build a go-kart? Here it is. Everything you need.
Yep. Yeah. It's in there.
Go hardware and buy it.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, man. You can't find those books anymore.
No.
Well, because people don't read anymore.
That's
you know what I mean? Like books.
Okay, so that also brings up kind of part of my conspiracy shit on the world. I won't even call it conspiracy. I'm just going to call it my life thoughts. But if the Earth, obviously, it's way older, especially with finding stuff under Antarctica and stuff, right? It's way older than we think it is. It used to have way more technology. I'm guessing that there was probably a nuclear war or something that can melt rock, granite, something that was hot enough, right?
Yeah.
Some shit happened, and we started over again.
Yeah.
But
could be
all this stuff was lost, right? Who knows? Like, look at how much stuff has been burnt just because the Spanish come and we're burning this. I'm Christian. Well, I'm burning this, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. So
she's a witch. I'm burning her.
Wait, what if we are a 10,000-year-old society or 10 million-year-old society, but we're starting over again because of whatever happened?
Yeah, like it's all possible. Like nobody can say no, that never happened or that's not true because nobody knows.
No,
right?
True.
What's under the Sphinx?
Everybody can speculate whatever they want, believe what they want. Nobody knows what the truth is because even our history books don't tell us, right? They only tell us so much. Yeah. And even that, it's you can twist it either way. That happened, but it happened like this. No, it happened like this, right?
Yeah.
Well, whoever wins the war decides the history, right?
Yeah,
that's true.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
crazy.
All through history, it's been like that. Genghis Khan, however you say his name, he was like the biggest army in the world, or the world's ever had. The biggest ruler, I guess, or whatever.
Yep.
Barbarian. But was he really a barbarian or just a smart war practitioner?
Yeah. Again, it's we have a little bit of history to go on. We don't have proof, right? We don't have it all. So we don't know.
And it's obvious there's was something, because look at the stuff that's left behind.
Yeah.
Something is there. I have a friend who lives in Jordan, right? So you got like Petra and stuff, or Petra, or whatever they call it. And that's where it's all, like caves that are cathedrals.
Right.
And there's no dust or nothing around. Like, where did all the stuff go from it?
Even the simplest things, the one piece of proof that we have is the pyramids, right? With the technology they had back then, How did they build them?
Exactly.
And they tried to do it with today's technology, and they still can't build them. So where'd they come
But-
from? Right?
but-
It's
Is that just
But-
what they're telling us? Or are they, whoever they are, really can do it?
Here we go. There's the word "they" again.
Yeah.
It's the they
So,
word.
but
Yeah.
really think about it. We already know that we are like 25, so probably 30 to 50 years behind military technology, right?
Right.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
We're
So what's to say that the military is not 50 years behind somebody else? And they're going,
Yeah.
hey, here's a little bit
Yeah.
at a time because I have more money than your military.
right.
Because there are people in the world who do.
Of
Oh,
course.
And they
Oh,
can go, hey, I'm going to start my own war. And it's
Oh.
going to look like you.
Oh, they're more technically advanced than the military.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because yeah.
We have gone farther in the last 100 years than we had in the last 1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Technology.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Why is that?
Well, they said that if the Wright brothers invented the plane today, we'd have a Boeing 747 in 9 months.
Yep.
Wow.
That's how fast technology is going right now.
Wow. That's puts it into
You
context.
think you just think of that and you go, what?
Yeah.
Yep.
So where's it all
So-
going? It's like
Well, it's quiet too because you hear it from some of the big shots about AI.
Mhm.
And AI, they're keeping very, very quiet about it right now. But I get little blips every once in a while. There's a robotics company in the US, and sometimes they have little blurbs where they show what their robots could do. And you know what? The Terminator's almost here. No,
Yeah.
seriously. Yeah.
Yeah.
The way these machines act and handle and move,
Yeah.
they can distinguish between, a hostile or a civilian. They walk on two legs like we do, so they can carry a lot of heavy artillery, whatever.
Mhm.
And they've even done tests, which I've seen on these little videos, where they get poles and sticks and weights and they throw it at them. They try to knock them off balance. And these things are so high tech now, they don't fall off their feet.
Well,
They're
they already
standing
have
on
the
2
dogs they already have the dogs that patrol. They've had that
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
10 plus years, right?
Yeah.
They're like
Yep.
they're just robot dogs and they patrol and they scan and
Yeah.
they see shit and
Yeah. So your Terminator, RoboCop, all that shit, it's not far away, guys.
Nice.
They have
Okay,
a
so question for
oh
here's the question for the hosts of the show. Which
Oh.
would be more scary, discovering aliens or discovering humans on another planet? We're not from Earth. Well, I don't think we are from Earth. I think we were transplanted here anyways. There's just something. There's something crazy. I don't know, but that's me. I'm fucking weird.
well, there are people that believe that as well. There's a writer, his last name is Stitchin,
Hmm.
and he says we are a workforce put here by aliens to mine gold and harvest water and harvest this and harvest that, and they just left us here.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, that's
there's all kinds of beliefs. Nobody really knows.
Hmm.
well,
right?
a lot of people say that we're here to mine gold.
Yeah.
That's why the humans.
Well,
are here
that's what that is. That's
and they're slowly evolving us, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Because we are a violent at nature. We are violent. Everything we do, from eating to territory, we are
Yeah.
violent. We are a violent species. They're
Mhm.
trying to dumb us out, right? They're trying to slowly in through genetics, and that's where these people are like with the mRNA and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're slowly changing you and making you more docile and more subservient, and not fight and kill
turn us
until
into
they need
sheeple,
that. Huh?
right?
Well,
Turn us
sheeple
into
is one way
sheeple.
to put it. That's yeah. That's but I also call sheeple the same people who go, I hate when people get upset about something and complain and bitch, and they write that on Facebook. That's what you're doing right now,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So half the time, the people who call people snowflakes are the ones who are actually the snowflake because they're the ones bitching all the time.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's just
the one.
how I look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is something that might change the topic or whatever, but
We could do that.
it's just cool. I was just minding my own business, standing there, and I wound up in a conversation between two women, and one of them was a teacher,
Yeah.
right? And she was talking to, I guess, her friend or whoever the other lady was, and I was right between them, and I answered the conversation because it just blew my mind. All right, as to how screwed up, fucked up, whatever you want to call it, things are starting to turn. We always had this sex thing, right? You have, how many sexes are there? Well, there's two, right? Male and female. That's it. But over the last couple of decades, we've added a bunch, right? There's this and that, and it's not a physical thing; it's a mental thing. It's whatever. I don't know. I'm not into that. But so now you have your I forget what all the letters are. But you know, you have your transvestites, you have your gays,
Right.
your lesbians,
You
you have all that, right?
Yes.
So they're classified as different sexes. Okay, that's what they're doing. It's gone another step further. And I thought of this years ago, and I thought, where's it going to go? It's here. People can now be animals if they want to be. So
You
the
wanna know
teacher was
something?
telling us about the curriculum in school. The parameters have all changed, and you know the kids have bathroom breaks and all that. And now there are kids that are no longer male or female or whatever.
Yeah.
They are now a cat. Let's say this girl is a cat, and she doesn't talk in school. She purrs. She rolls around on the floor. She bats stuff around with her hands, and she doesn't go to the bathroom. She goes in a litter box. But she's a cat, and that is okay.
Well, hey, you want to know something?
That's okay. Like
No.
before you even say, like, think about it.
No.
It's okay. What? Like, really?
These kids today, I tell you.
No, it's not the kid. The kids are doing whatever the hell they want.
You make a living off being a cat. Good for that kid. And if it can't, and it's a drain on society, you're doing it wrong. You've got to fix yourself. But if you want to call yourself a cat, I don't care. If you want to go and put your sausage in a bun, I don't care.
That's acceptable behavior now, though. Derek, like,
but
I'm a cat.
I've never heard of that before. This sounds something like
it's
on a total conspiracy. Not even conspiracy. I don't want to say conspiracy.
It's the new thing. People could be whatever they want to be, not just sexually. Whatever they want to be, it's okay.
Sure, you can.
We'll put you in society. We'll kind of push you along. It's okay.
Put a horn on your head and run around and call yourself a unicorn. Who am I to say any different? I don't care.
God,
have fun. Do it. Do whatever you'll enjoy until it kills you. We're only here, for a short time. Think about it. We get like 80 summers, right?
Yeah.
I don't care if you're a fucking unicorn. I don't care if you're a panda. I don't care if
you're
a
but
dog.
see,
I don't care if you're a mega wolf.
This is going to become a huge problem because you're going to have working class people that pay taxes. Now, the cat and the unicorn can't go to work because they're uneducated. All they know how to do is make noises and roll around on the floor.
The cat and the unicorn are the new glue sniffing window lickers, right? Okay, so
Yes. So now
you're
the
gonna have
tax-paying
that
people
certain
have to
people
pay
in
for that?
crowd. No matter what, in society, we're gonna have that group of people who are always going to abuse the system or do whatever, right? Abuse the system. Fuck,
Yeah,
the system
guess
abuses
so,
us.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm going to start drinking heavier, I think.
I can drive you to it.
Oh my God.
Really, in the grand scheme of things, rather than you being able to bitch about a guy saying that he's a fucking cat, does it really affect you? It doesn't affect me.
Exactly. Yeah, true.
It's
It
not
doesn't
going to
really.
really bother us.
It
And
it
you
will
understand, most guys
affect
are just
you.
going to do it for attention. They're not going to do it
It'll
because they
affect
really
you
think
in
they're
your
a cat.
pocketbook. Listen, it affects you in your pocketbook.
No, but okay. So, okay, my mom worked at a. Okay. Some people are just not right. Okay. They are not born the same way.
Uh-huh.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
they actually think that they are a cat, there might be something a little wrong, little more wrong
Okay.
than normal.
Okay. Yep, I
I'd still be
agree.
their friend. If I can have a normal conversation, hey, how's it going?
No, you
Hey,
can't,
man, I like
because
unicorns. Wicked. Tell me about your unicorn.
they
Well, I
don't
ride
talk.
it every
Like,
week, and I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It gives me a hey, new perspective on life. I used to have one guy. We'd be walking. He'd stop. And he goes, "Look out for the wall," and I'd be like, "Okay, Wes," and we'd walk around the wall. You know what I mean? He's like, "I know you
well,
don't see it, but I do."
Yeah.
It's just, who cares? Let everybody live. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
I don't care. You want to be a unicorn or a cat? Roll on the ground, purr, go for it.
wow.
That's a showstopper right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just,
so
everybody's silent now. No one knows what to say.
I'm still like chewing over Richard's question, which would be more scary actually.
I
I don't know.
Well,
I think finding aliens.
hang on.
Because we
Discovering
already-
aliens or discovering humans on another planet.
I'm trying to imagine the humans, so they're exactly like us. They talk English, French, German, and everything.
Well,
Or they just look like us. I don't know. Right, you know.
that's another
Finding
thing they
yeah.
say that there are
Finding
people, there are
humans.
aliens that look like us.
Yeah, finding
We know.
humans on another planet, not from Earth, obviously, but another humanoid species. I think that would be a lot easier to accept than it would aliens.
Yeah, I think so. I'm kind of
Right?
thinking that. Yeah.
Right?
But what if it's just more intelligent? Again, say this is just a breeding ground because, like, the giants, everything from dinosaurs. Hey, well, we screwed this up, so let's wipe this off and we'll start again.
Well, that's a good
Yeah.
point. What if they're actually not as evolved as us? Maybe they're still like back in the whatever.
Well, again, it could be, right? Like they could be like we were back in the 1800s, right?
Yeah. Oh,
And they
Humans, humanoids, but
Nikola Tesla or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good question, that.
Yeah,
I think, Richard, you always come up with the good stuff, eh?
But then you got to think, like, the way we are built, we're a very complex species, right?
Yeah.
And everything that we do has to die. Everything, right? From like the animals, the planet, like everything dies from humans.
Yes.
Or to feed humans, to make humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have to eat skin to make skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to eat whatever.
Pretty much.
Crazy.
And that's the thing too, is like we have organs in our body that digest meat.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well,
so I know there's people out there that are vegetarians, but originally, right? Like Derek, originally there weren't vegetarians. So how did that change? How did that come around? Is it just a thing that people choose that they don't want to eat meat?
People are saying, instead of having great big farms, right, like Gailey and stuff like that, where animals are a business, they're not feeding us. They are just solely a business where we waste 50% of our food as it is, right?
Right.
Yes.
They don't want us. They like, I'll eat vegetables because I don't need to eat meat. I don't need to eat
Uh-huh.
this harvested animal anymore because we are evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the animals on the planet, like a cow, has no other purpose to be on this planet than to be here for us to consume either itself or what it produces.
That is not correct.
What does a cow do?
A cow
What's a cow for?
fertilizes pasture.
Yeah, but that's natural.
Right?
They just
Roaming animals, when they roam, they would
Yep.
find a flat where they're going to be, and they would fertilize that area and stomp it. And
yeah, but all
everything.
animals do that.
You're right, but cows
Right?
do it differently.
So,
right?
but
'Cause
cows
are herbivores.
themselves, cows are all over the planet. Cows don't do
Be overrun with
anything. They
grasses if you didn't have
Right?
the herbivores like that.
chickens,
I don't know. I
right?
don't know.
No, it's true. They're produced for us to consume.
There.
Yeah.
So when was the first cow then? Like,
Yeah, that's a good
The
question.
first domesticated cow.
yeah, how did that? Yeah, I mean, at some
You
point,
want to know something?
somebody
I
must-
did check that out one day. So
Okay.
No.
there.
All right.
Here, I will ask Siri.
Okay.
Siri.
Hey Siri,
I mean, who was the first
when was
person?
the
that-
first domesticated cow?
Okay, I found this on the web.
Oops.
The word was the first domesticated. Check it out.
I didn't put cow.
Yeah, she forgot the cow part. Try it again. Hey, we should do that as part of the show one day. We'll have a Ask Siri.
Ask Siri.
Yeah.
And we'll have people send in questions that they want
Sure,
to ask
that's
Siri.
right. I mean, I wonder who was the first person who sat there and looked at this thing, green thing, and went, "Let's eat that." And go, "Oh, let's call it
Well-
cabbage." I mean, where did that all start? You know?
It's
Yeah.
better than eating an apple, I guess.
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe.
Domesticated bovine.
Fruit.
Oh, there was a comedian.
We
What?
got 5,000 BCE.
Okay. Oh, it sounds like it might be in Egypt. Now, who
Yeah,
would
it's
have
good.
thought
Well, we know they were Egypt and before, right?
that?
Yeah.
There's signs and pictographs and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, well, actually, cows are sacred in India, aren't they?
Yes, very
Yeah.
sacred.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sri
Oh,
Lanka.
thank you. Yeah.
They used to have Sri Lankan buddies who they were big into elephants too.
Oh, yeah, they're very sacred. Yeah.
Yeah.
Elephants.
But
yeah.
see, like elephants were used for transportation.
Mm.
war.
Horses were used for transportation. Camels, like a lot of those type of animals, were used for that. They're working animals, like horses pull carts, oxen, which is close to a cow, right?
Mhm.
But cows have never done anything, but they raise them to butcher them, or they give us milk and cheese and all that kind of shit. They give us the dairy products.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. And they create methane or methane.
Methane,
Okay,
yes.
so that's the whole methane thing too that people say, like all the methane that the farms cause. What about the dinosaurs? Don't you think the methane would have been a little bit worse with, like,
Probably.
a 45-foot animal?
Well, yeah, it's not a little fart. It's a little bit of a boom, you know.
Hey, I've seen what a 4'11" chick can do farting, so I can just imagine what a 40-foot dinosaur could do.
Yeah.
Wow. The dinosaurs. Yeah, I mean, to me, when I was growing up, they weren't in color. I mean, it's only in recent times that we know they weren't all gray or whatever, brown, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah. I wonder how they discovered that.
So
We need somebody. We need some professors on here to give us some.
Yeah, right.
Any professors out there, please come on.
Again, that's the funny thing. When you go back in history, like way back, there's always questionable proof, questionable this and that,
Yeah.
because it's not written in stone.
Yeah.
Or
well, it's like when people say science is like perfect, right? Like science is only right until science proves that science was wrong,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, here, doing cocaine's great for you. You can stay up and work twice as hard.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, it's very
So-
addictive. You're going to lose your house because
Yeah. It costs a lot and it might stop your heart. Uh-huh.
but just little things. Holy.
Right.
Do we have any
Comments?
any of our viewers out there?
Do we have any more jokes?
I haven't seen any comments in a while.
Yeah.
Well, we got
Excuse me?
Richard commenting. I just put that up. I just took it down.
Yeah.
We've been
Right.
eating beef since prehistoric times.
Yeah, well, we've probably eaten meat forever because like we have fangs. Why else would we have canines?
Yeah.
But we're what is it? An omnivore, right?
Again, we also have organs in our body that produce chemicals to help digest meat.
Mm.
Yes,
Right?
yes, we do. And when you stop eating meat, it goes away.
Uh-huh.
That's why, like, if I ate a steak right now, I would have the worst cramps and I'd feel like I was dying
Yeah.
because you don't have the same enzymes to break down the meat because you don't use it anymore.
Wow.
How long have you done this, Derek?
I'm over a year now. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've been on the show for a year now.
But you kind of had to though, right? Because you're having troubles digesting
I got
certain
stomach
things.
problems. Yeah, so
Yeah. So you kind of had to get off meat.
yeah.
Mm.
So I still eat fish. So I'm what's called a pescatarian. So I
Right.
A
can,
pescatarian?
yeah.
Never
It's a
heard of
fish
that.
eater.
Ah,
Yeah,
nice.
I eat fish.
Right.
And
So
I
next
tell
time we
you
go
what, I
down
eat it.
to Country Stop Burgers, you'll be having fish and chips.
I was there last week.
Were you?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw Michelle.
Yeah.
She showed me. She has no idea who I am.
No.
No,
Oh shit.
it's okay. I know, like I just see her. And I'm like, hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, what
I
I'm
bought
planning actually, I'm gonna put it on Facebook and stuff to see if I can invite people. But I think next Wednesday, I'm gonna do a motorcycle trip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna meet in Port Perry at 5:00 at the Tim Hortons, and we're gonna do a tour around Lake Scugog and go up some back roads, and we're gonna wind up at Country Stop Burgers for dinner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I got
it'll be an
soccer
open
tonight.
invite for everybody. And if you don't have a motorcycle, you can follow us in your car. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can be a sweeper.
Or meet us there. It doesn't matter. We're just getting a bunch of people together, going for a little tour. If you have a convertible or you just like driving with the windows down, want to go for a leisurely tour through some back roads, that's what we're going to be doing. And then we're going to have some good food after. Is everybody reading that?
What kind of fur do you get from a werewolf? You get as fur away as you can. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to tell Mega Wolf that joke.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, Richard. I think we
right.
might just have to shut down early tonight now.
That's no way to treat our viewers.
So Father's Day.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
have you guys ever did you ever get anything special? You know how when your kids like go to daycare or the kindergarten or anything, did you ever get anything that was kind of actually really cool?
Well, I think everyone gets something that says on it.
Yeah, you always get like the hand and stuff.
Or you get the world's best
Yeah,
dad.
world's best dad. That's you get the tie, the coffee mug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I've forgotten
all
mine.
that.
I've forgotten mine, but yeah.
I once got a pair of work gloves that had my son's hands on them.
All right.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I just thought that actually was like a really cool thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was one of those
nice.
cutesy things. Seeing that Father's Day is coming up, I figured, we might as well talk a little fathery stuff.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
How many kids you got, Hike?
And fathers don't want ties or socks. Okay.
Yeah, they do.
Get them ourselves.
I like anything mint.
Right.
That's whenever. What do you want for Father's Day? Mint.
Yeah.
Unless I'm feeling really spoiled, then I'll like ask for a video game or something.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you actually get to ask for your present.
Yes. Yeah. It works out better that way.
Yeah.
You know,
Actually,
it's like
it's about 3 years ago. My youngest son, he went to like a British store, wherever, and he got all kinds of, well, we call them crisps over there, like chips.
yeah.
And he got me all these flavors, that you don't see here, but they're in the British store. And he made up a big thing of that, and then with some chocolate bars that, again, you get in Britain. So that was the most recent one I can think that was pretty cool. Yeah,
There's a British store.
And I didn't share them. He goes, "You're going to share some of them, Darren?" Not a chance.
No.
Not a chance. You should have got your own.
Kathy says we're frozen.
Oh.
No, we're not. My hair is.
Yeah.
No,
That's funny. You talk about crisps and chips.
Yeah.
There's that German deli I go to down in Mississauga sometimes.
Right.
And they don't have like potato chips. It's a deli, but they do have one flavor, and it's paprika flavored.
Oh, right.
German potato chips, paprika flavored. It's like, come on.
Well,
Are we still frozen, Kathy?
I think we're all right. The clock's still ticking, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah. Everything's working good over here, so it's got to be Kathy's got a crappy connection.
Yeah.
Well, we could have froze. You never know.
Could have froze, but no one will notice. It's like Weekend at Bob's or whatever it was called.
Yeah, Weekend at Bernie's.
Bernie's. No one will tell the difference.
Thanks, Kathy. You're pretty fine, too.
We're fine now. We're unfrozen. Yeah.
Okay.
We thawed out. We're all right.
I have a question.
Okay. What's the question?
This question has been bugging me, and I always forget to mention it on the show.
Okay.
You guys got to tell me which is right.
Okay.
Come on, fans. I want to hear it from you as well. Which one of these two phrases is the right phrase? Camp firewood or campfire wood?
Camp firewood.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not campfire wood?
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. The two words at the end together. Firewood. Camp. For your camp, here's the firewood.
All right. So you say it's camp firewood.
Yeah.
Right. But what about the wood that you put on the campfire?
That's it. Wood. Is it campfire wood?
Right. It depends how you use it in what context.
I've seen it on signs when it's for sale. It's written different ways, right? Yeah. And I go, all right, there's a question. Which one is the right one?
Yeah.
Siri wouldn't be able to answer that, would she?
No.
Oh. Well, let's find out. Hey, Siri.
The search engines are available.
She's gone to bed.
Is it camp firewood or camp firewood?
She won't understand the question.
She's confused.
Can you try again?
Sorry, there's nothing to repeat.
Yeah.
Siri, is it camp firewood?
I could do that job.
Siri, is it camp firewood or camp firewood? Here's what I found.
All right.
What
have we got?
It's always bothered me. Both are correct.
There you go.
Really?
Depends what context you use it in, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Both are correct. It's just all in how you use it.
Okay.
All right. Well, there you go.
How much firewood do I need for camping? It all depends on how big of a fire you're going to have.
That's it. Yeah, we got to do that one day. We got to get together and have a campfire somewhere.
I'm down. I'm going to probably have one tomorrow and probably the night after.
Okay.
I got lots of shit to burn.
Yeah. Well, I told you before, my neighbor called the fire department on me just after I moved.
Really?
Yeah.
What a douchebag.
I know.
So that happened.
You know what his name is actually called George, ironically. But
really?
Yeah, I don't really talk to him, but I know him as Knobhead. I call him.
Which one did Heiko think
I
was
hope, I
correct?
hope he's watching. He is.
Yeah,
He's
Heiko thought
probably
it was
dead by now.
campfire wood.
Yeah.
Campfire wood.
Campfire, wood,
Mhm.
Yeah,
right? It's the wood you have for a campfire.
that's right.
Yeah.
So,
So
because you go to a camp and you have firewood, wood that's going to be on fire for that camp that you're at.
oh my God. See, I told you it'd be a good question.
Yeah.
Uh,
We'll discuss anything.
hey Siri,
Oh,
tell us a joke.
uh-oh.
Where do armies go? In your sleeveys.
Oh,
Oh, come back,
Oh.
Richard. All is forgiven.
yeah.
Wow.
Long ago, a young boy dreamed of being a blacksmith, and after years and years of waiting, he finally got a job as the local smith's apprentice. But after his first day on the job, he came home with a bandage around his mouth. "What happened, son?" said the young man's mother. The young man grabbed a piece of paper and wrote, "Apparently there's a thing you use to pick up a hot piece of metal, and it's called a tong."
Oh,
Wow.
called the tongue.
I almost saw that coming.
That's the longest joke I've ever heard her say.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Hey Siri, tell us a dirty joke.
Uh-oh.
I'm not allowed to.
Who ask her who said she's not allowed to?
Who said you're not allowed to? Hey Siri, who said you're not allowed to?
We've been blanked.
Tell us
Uh-huh.
a dirty joke. Oh well, whatever. Okay, Siri, good night.
See? That's the problem with AI.
It's not AI.
It's you have all this technology, and that's what we do with it.
No way.
You know, we could have gone to the
Hey
moon
Siri.
a lot faster. But this is what we
So,
do. It's all right.
Here's one. There's a guy, right? And he goes to church, does his thing, spends his time at church, and he comes home after church, and his wife looks at him and she goes, "Oh my God, what happened to you?"
Mm.
And he goes, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Well, you got a black eye." He goes, "Oh, that. Yeah. Well, we were sitting in church, and we all had to stand up for hymns, and we all stood up, and the lady in front of me, her dress was kind of stuck between her butt cheeks, so I just kind of leaned over and pulled it out, and she hit me." She goes, "Well, that'll teach you. What the hell are you doing? Like, that's ridiculous. You never do that, pull people's dresses out of their butt cheeks. That's assault almost." So he goes, "Yeah, well, I learned my lesson." So he goes to church again the next week. And he comes home and he's got 2 black eyes. His wife is like, "What have you done now?" He said, "Well, I was just trying to be a good Christian." He said, "The lady was standing in front of me, the same lady as last time, and she had this lovely dress on, and it wasn't stuck between her butt cheeks, so I figured I'd help her, and I tucked it back in." There you go. Yep. Oops.
Oh, there you go. Boom, boom.
Yep.
I was waiting for that. Dun, dun. Well, you had to do with my dumb jokes and Siri's dumb jokes because we haven't heard any more good jokes from our fans. Like, come on, people.
There you go. Have you heard the polar bear joke? What about the polar
Tell
bear?
us.
The baby polar bear. And he goes up to his mum one day and he says, "Mum," he said, "am I a polar bear?" And she said, "Of course, son. Why'd you ask?" He said, "No, I mean, am I a real polar bear?" So she looks at him and goes, "Well, look at you. You're white. You've got a black nose, white fur, black paws. You're a polar bear." He said, but am I a real polar bear?" He said, "Go and ask your father." So, he toddles off. Dad. And he says, Dad, he said, "Am I a real polar bear?" He went, "Of course you are, son." "No," he said, "no, a proper polar bear. A polar bear. He goes, "Well, of course you are. Look at you. You got the black nose. You got the white fur. You got the black paws. He says, you're a polar bear. I said, no, but are you sure that I am a real, genuine polar bear? He goes, well, of course you are. He said, like, why are you asking? And the little polar bear goes, because I'm fucking freezing.
Yeah, that's
a
cute.
polar bear joke.
Mm-hmm.
You guys and your jokes.
There's a native Indian kid talking to his grandfather one day, right? And he says, Grandpa.
Here we go.
Yeah, no, he's Grandpa. Grandpa. He says, you know what? All my brothers, they got all these really cool names.
Yeah.
Right? Like Growling Bear and Charging Eagle and Diving Tiger and all this stuff. And he goes, where do all these names come from? He says, well, to tell you the truth, he says, it's when my wife and I, we get together and we're having sex. And when we're done, the first thing we see after sex, that's what we name our child. He goes, oh, really? He goes, yeah. He says, it's always been the tradition. That's why you have all these cool names. He says, why? Do you have any other questions there, two dogs fucking? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, people. Send us some good jokes, will you? Because Siri sucks and so do I.
Oh. Hey, Siri. Tell us a joke.
How often do I tell chemistry jokes? Periodically.
Oh my God.
Scientific
Cleaned
joke.
out the attic with my friend yesterday. Now I can't get the cobwebs out of his hair. Roll yourself in wrapping paper and then tape it closed. That's how you live in the present.
Oh.
Wow.
A man makes a wish that people would give him money whenever they see him. The wishing well responds, you may want to think twice about that wish. Trust me.
The wishing
Wow.
Mountains aren't just funny. They're hill areas.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Be careful around stairs. They always seem like they're up to something.
That's actually a good one. Okay, one more, Siri.
All right.
Did you hear about the mathematician who was afraid of negative numbers? He'll stop at nothing to avoid them.
Wow.
All right.
Every egg a bird. Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. I got
Now my head hurts. Come on.
Hey, Siri, can you tell us a dad joke?
A woman walked into a bookshop and said to the salesperson, I'm looking for that book about how to become royalty. Do you have it? The bookseller said, give me a title. The woman replied, that's the one.
Jesus. George, can you play a song for me?
I can play a song for you. Let me think. Let me get in your mind and think the request you would want to make without talking.
Oh.
Hey, someone's trying to promote. All right. Hey, go to God and do his thing.
Woo. Come on, Keisha, tell us a joke.
There you go.
Or John. Or Antonio.
Antonio.
Hey.
Oh.
What's wrong with our fans?
I don't know. It's a quiet night tonight.
What's wrong
They're
with
really quiet.
Oh gosh, and shit on a stick. Johnny Ringo, when are you gonna get back on stage? The COVID thing is over, right? Well, it's not, but things are safe to go out, right? I haven't even gone out, but I want to get out and see Johnny Ringo live in the clubs. whining, no tears.
Oh, dear.
And I was just going to say it's because Ringo's not here.
Yeah.
Wow.
You want to know what Ringo would want to know if he was here?
Wow.
Good evening, everyone. In our quest to find out who are they, we've unraveled some clues, but not answers. I mean, this is getting seriously ridiculous. We understand that there will be a major event in August, and we anticipate that it will either be aliens, reptiles, or ancient humans. That's according to many of the guests that we've had on recently. But hey, the search continues. So join us during our show while we keep the question out there. Who are they? Thank you and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
That's only 2 months away now. Tomorrow,
Yep.
14th.
2 months
Wow.
away, and we're going to find out who they are.
Yeah.
We are going to find out everything.
Mm.
So, you want to know something? Remember Adrian, when she was
Yeah.
on, didn't
Yep.
she say something was going to happen and then the war happened?
Yes.
It would have been right around her time.
And unfortunately, we haven't had her on since. I don't know what happened to her, but
Well, maybe I should send her some feelers.
Mm.
yeah, and say, hey, yo,
Yeah.
well, because it's coming up, so maybe she's got something to say,
Maybe she does.
because that would be kind of cool.
All right.
Sports update.
Oh.
Canada's women's hockey just beat out to.
The USA.
Okay, sure it's not 2 USA?
No, the.
Okay.
Tui.
All right.
All right, that's fucking awesome.
That's awesome, Susan.
I love to hear that.
That's
you know,
good.
Susan lives out by you. She's in I don't want to say where she is, but she's out in that small town that sounds like a little critter that eats wood.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that
where
one.
I am.
Yeah, she lives out there.
Wow, how'd it go, Susan? I'm your neighbor.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Wow, yeah. You know what? I always enjoyed watching the women's hockey, the women's soccer. It's not as tough and rough and shit as the men's, but
Yeah.
it's good quality sports. Like, they play hard and they play well. So
They do. They hustle.
that's really cool. I'm glad that we beat the US.
You know, I don't know. You guys probably don't follow soccer as such, but I think what makes me laugh about soccer players, certainly what I watch in the English League, not so much maybe in the MLS, and certainly in Europe, is the men players, as opposed to the women players, seem to obviously spend and go more regularly to the hairdressers than the women. I don't know what happened.
I don't know either, but
Well,
Yeah.
George, the money that those soccer players get,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
people think hockey players get paid a lot.
Hmm.
Those football guys,
ridiculous. It's
hundreds
ridiculous.
of millions of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, they
Crazy.
get paid. I mean, not even like a top star will get like £100,000 a week.
Yeah,
Just to
A
sit on the
week.
bench half the time.
A
A week,
week.
yeah. And
that's messed up.
it's unbelievable. Like, you know, it's, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm showing my age. The world's gone crazy.
Susan's trying to tell us women have a real struggle on their hands. Everything's harder.
It is. I agree.
yeah.
Totally
Yeah.
agree.
Try and get ahead as a woman is harder than a man.
Yeah.
Although you tell a woman she can't do it, and she'll prove you wrong.
Yeah, and then they'll pay her less than the man would have got when she replaces him. It's just it's a vicious circle for women.
And she's
right?
still
Yeah.
getting paid,
Yeah.
less than him.
Yeah, it's just awful. I don't know.
Unless you're a Karen.
Well, don't start with the Karens, because Karens are just Karens. Oh.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
In sports. Yes, in sports too. Some things you just can't compare. Like, I don't really want to see women play football with men.
You know what I don't like? I mean, this is personal. I don't like boxing anyway, but women boxing to me is even worse than men boxing. You know what I mean?
You
I
think?
don't know what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just not right. It's not right. You know.
Well,
See,
see, boxing is
UFC
one
is-
of those sports that goes way back,
Hmm.
way, way, way back,
But I
and
mean,
it's still here. But you're right, George. I don't enjoy watching either. You got
no.
two people standing in a ring beating the shit out of each other until one
Yeah,
drops.
causing
Like,
like brain damage. I mean, what?
It's not how tough you are or how good you are or whatever. It's
Yeah.
what I don't
Just,
know.
a lot of people actually say boxing is very feminine, right?
Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
well, two guys dancing around a ring in underwear fighting over a belt.
Yeah, it could be.
There's the best joke of the night right there.
An original.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. No, I just don't understand. I just know, I know like people get into it and all the different UFCs and all that. I just thought it's just I don't know.
Well, there's a lot of stuff about sports that the viewers never know anything about. And there's a great movie out there. I wish I could remember what it was called, but it's got Sandra Bullock in it, and it's
Right.
about a football player.
Oh
yes,
yeah.
yes.
The
true
young
story.
guy. The young guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I know the one you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
She got an Oscar for that or something. Didn't
Yes, she did. That was a fantastic. I wish I remember it. It's what a great movie.
she? Yeah. Oh.
And Derek's going to Google the name of it
Google.
right now,
Well,
so
we could do
that
without Google and
I know he can tell people
Siri,
the name,
Google, you know,
so they can
Well,
watch it.
It was called The Blind Side.
The Blind Side.
Yes,
that's it.
The
Yes.
Blind Side.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I mean, try to imagine that's 30 years ago. It's 1980.
Kathy had it right there. Richard had
yeah.
Oh, right on,
There you
Kathy.
go. Yeah.
Richard, nice.
Right.
Okay, here's another one for you. That movie came out first.
Yeah.
And then a movie came out a couple years later with Will Smith in it. And he's a doctor. And this is a factual based movie about men in their 40s just dropping dead. And nobody knew why.
Happiness or whatever.
Nah, he was a doctor from Africa that came to America and he figured it out. And it was because of concussions from football.
Oh, right. Okay, that rings a bell now.
And that movie too, that was really good.
That kind of stuff hits home. My dad has that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He used to be a goalie, and that was pre helmet time, and he was like at a higher level of hockey, and he got hit in the head a few times. So they treated him for bipolar. So they gave him pills for bipolar for 40 years. And
really?
Then they just found out like 10 years ago, it's like, you're not bipolar. You've been hit in the head too many times.
Yeah. Concussions.
So, yeah. So now, it's the pills kind of ruined his body a bit. They attack your liver and stuff.
Yep.
And he's a grumpy old man.
He's got reason to be.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff that we don't understand, right? Like that.
Again, science is only right until it's proved wrong.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to get at. Yep. Just goes back to the alien thing, the science thing. It's just
3 out of 4 doctors say filtered cigarettes are good for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cigarettes a lot healthier. Yeah.
But again, there's stats that just came out a couple months ago. 1/3 of the world's population believes what they see on TV.
Only
one.
I would almost believe
it's not more actually.
No, it's 1/3.
Well, it's only because how much it doesn't have, how many millions of people or billions of people don't have TV.
Yeah.
Right,
No,
so
they believe what's on that TV.
Yep.
Or people that watch it.
That's the
That
truth.
have TV.
Whatever's on that thing.
Yeah, I can see that. I can
That's
see that.
I never
wild.
realized how big a billion was until I saw it in dots. Right?
Really?
Yeah, because like 100 million, 100 millions is 100 million millions is a billion, right?
Yeah.
100
Yes.
million millions is a billion.
Yeah.
I used to think a million was a lot.
I know. Still
Right?
is to me.
Remember? Oh, a millionaire. Well,
Yeah.
now
A
it's
million,
like,
won't, a million won't
okay.
get a house now.
I know.
But yeah, well, that's it. Who'd ever think that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
30 years ago, would you ever thought like middle of nowhere houses are around our area going for million plus little houses?
I know. And
Well, it's funny because my parents bought their first house in Ajax in 1965 for $18,600.
Yeah.
So
That house now is worth 1.4 or something, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Well, I've told you before, I bought my first house in 1973 for what would have been in Canadian dollars, $9,000. It was
See,
a terraced house. It wasn't like but it was a row of houses. That was my
Yep.
first house. I still couldn't afford it then.
Yeah. I bought it. My first house was it was my girlfriend bought a couple of houses and then I bought one, and I still I couldn't believe that the prices then, and you're not even getting into $500,000. What's a kid gonna do now?
Exactly. I know.
well, and that's why young people today, they don't buy houses. They
It's not been like that
all
for
they
a
can
while.
do is rent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is with a partner or two.
Yeah.
And if they don't do that, they're living at home in their parents' house.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the scary thing to me is if somebody is working and going to the work or wherever, place of business, 5 days a week, suddenly you've got gas at $2.10. What's the impact of that? How much more money is going out of your pocket just to go and work to make money? It's ludicrous what's going on, right?
I am trying not to drive my car. I take my bike, my motorcycle.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
I mean,
and even that,
right now.
the other day I went down, I filled my bike up. It was $25 to fill up my bike.
Right.
Hey,
Really?
I've got I've got a Chevy.
Yeah.
And today I filled up. Sorry, I didn't fill up. I just put $100 in.
Yeah.
Right? Because you know how it says 100, 200. Oh, I hit 100.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that didn't give me 3/4 of a tank of gas.
Wow.
That's right.
That's terrifying, actually.
It's crazy. But Shell has record high profits.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case you're wondering.
So is the government.
Yeah.
Well, the government, they're they got to make their money off of or make their money back from all the money they just dished out over the last 2 years, right?
Yep. We filled up the Jeep.
If they wouldn't have stole billions of dollars from us over the years, we'd probably be okay.
Yeah.
But when you get stuff like Kathleen Wynne, who what was it, 64 billion or something?
Yeah.
Just cancel this. We'll just cancel this.
Yeah.
But not that I'm just picking on her. I just hate her.
Me too. I couldn't even look at her face. I can't look at Trudeau's face.
Yeah.
Just can't do it.
Well, gentlemen, it is 11 o'clock.
11.
Well, it will be in 7 seconds.
Oh, well, mine down here says 11.
Already 11.
Well, you know what?
23:03.
We did all right. I think, we were a bit slow. Our fans are a bit slow, but it's one of those
But you were saying at the top of the
lazy
broadcast,
Mondays.
you said people are slow, right? Yeah, it's
No, it's
Grumpy.
a lot of people are being affected by what's going on there. And
of course, yeah.
again, we took the Jeep down to the gas station the other day. It was $180.
Jeez.
$180 to put fuel in your tanks. You go to work for a week. Like, so now you do that times 4, right?
Mm.
It's costing you over $700 to go to work for a
Yep.
month.
Yep.
That's just fuel. That's not insurance. That's not repairs. Like, and this is why people are quiet or really frustrated or angry or whatever, because
Frightened. Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
Well,
like even
how
you go to the
many people
grocery
who
store,
work-
you pick up a couple of things, like just a couple things. It's $50.
Yeah.
And it's like, shit, you
Mm.
know?
You know all those guys who moved out east from the city,
Yep.
sold all their houses for record prices,
Yep.
bought land out here, bought a new BMW or a new Mercedes, and they're living out in the country now.
Yep.
How do you think they feel when they have to spend their money on gas now and groceries because they didn't realize that our prices are still the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
you bought a house cheaper, got a little bit of land,
Yeah.
bought
Yep.
a nice car, now you're broke.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I look at the people that are a little older than we are,
Yeah.
Fuck.
that have gone that have gone
live
through
through
all
the
this
year.
stuff. They've made their deals now. They've sold this. They've done that. They've made their money,
Yep.
and they're still set. They're good now. They're set.
Yep.
Right. They can live out the rest of their lives and
Happy.
not worry.
Yeah.
But the generation beneath us, our
Mhm.
kids,
Yep.
Jesus, you know, it's
Yeah.
like I keep
It's
thinking,
gonna be
what can I do to
generational.
help them? It's wild.
No, but it's going to
Right?
be generational again. It's going to have to be, right? If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
want a house, you're going to have your parents' house. And
Yep.
then are you going to be able to afford it when your parents leave you the house, because now their house is evaluated at 1.5 million or 2 million, and now you have to pay the tax on it.
Yeah.
So can you afford the tax you have to pay for inheriting it?
Well, see, that's the thing, right? What's happening now is people like myself, we're trying to pay off the mortgage, so all that shit is gone, right? So when you leave it for your children, there's no more actual bill to pay. It's just your property taxes and all that shit and utilities,
Right.
and that's
but
gone up
they still
too.
get nailed with it. The taxes
Yes.
on whatever the property's worth, right? That's what I'm saying. Like if you leave me
No,
your property, it's $2 million, and then I get it, and to transfer all the taxes and everything, like for me to get the taxes and everything, it's going to cost $60,000 or $70,000.
No, it's not that bad. I just went through all that shit, and if you inherit your parents' home through a will,
Yep.
right? It's okay. You're not getting nailed with all that shit, right? So that's the only way you could do it. You have to live with your parents, and when they finally kick the bucket and go underground, then you're okay.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, that's how a lot of people are going to have to do it now.
Mm.
Like, seriously, look at your kids and go, okay, they're whatever age they are now. When they grow up, are they going to be able to buy a house? Are they going to be able to go to a dealership and buy a new car? You know?
Not right now, they're not.
Probably not, right?
Yep.
And then what the government's done on top of it with the CERB, you also hear this everywhere, you know, people don't want to work.
Yeah, but CERB's done now.
No, and
It is, but the mentality is there, right?
Yep.
Mm.
Well, yeah,
Like-
it starts the, hey, feed off the government, so then you're dependent on the government, because if you're dependent on the government, you're a good citizen, and now
Yes.
you work for the government.
See,
And that's part of the whole control thing that they've been talking about, that they want to do,
Yeah.
the one world government.
Yes.
Now,
CERB was $2,000 a month. WSIB, $2,000 a month. Unemployment, $2,000 a month. That is the rate the government is giving everybody and deeming their worth. They're saying you are worth $2,000 a month, and on
Okay.
that you can live just fine.
so they say you're worth $2,000 a month,
Yes,
and now this month you said that you don't like the way I do my hair.
Right.
So now you are getting $1,500 because you
Yes.
don't like the way I'm doing my hair. So this
Yes.
sounds more like a dictatorship.
And that's exactly what's going to happen.
Because
And
you want to know what happens? Believe it or not, us as humans, when we get a little bit of power, we get a little greedy. Likes to flex the muscles.
all I can say to everybody out there that's listening, you've probably heard it elsewhere. Look after each other. Your friends, your loved ones, your families, your neighbors, people that are dear to you. We all need to look out after each other, or look out for each other, right?
We do. Well,
Because
Just gone back to Woodstock there.
yeah, there you go.
I posted a thing today, and this girl, and it made sense. It's not that people should all do it, but if you have a family, everyone in your family contributes. As soon as you save up enough money to buy whatever, and they used an apartment, right? So everybody in the family, they all saved up money until everybody could have an apartment that was the same value,
Yeah.
right? Then after everybody had the apartment, they saved up for a house.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Put all their money together, right? They bought that
Mhm.
first house, first person gets it back, and the same value. Everybody gets the same thing, and then they just keep on doing that. And once you do it a few times, you've made enough money that you can. Everybody gets it. Do you know what I mean? You're not really paying a huge salary or dividend, but you are.
Yeah.
You're just doing it through everyone.
And see, there's different cultures that have a huge advantage over the North American culture. I know guy's Chinese, excuse me, and his parents moved to Canada. So it was himself, two brothers, and his sister. And what the parents did, they took all the money that they had from China and they came here and they bought a big house.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
And they all lived in the house. And then what happened is the oldest brother got a girlfriend. They still lived in the house because it was big enough that they could all stay there.
Yep.
And they would have meals together. They'd watch TV together. Like, this is where the culture is different.
Yes.
We have a TV in every fucking room in the house because we want to watch our own goddamn TV show. Like, really?
Mhm.
You can't do anything family? How many North American people sit together at the dinner table and have dinner?
Now
They don't. They don't. They don't.
sit on the
Pretty
couch.
sad.
Yep.
Pretty fucking sad.
It is.
But other cultures still have that.
Yeah.
So they have a huge advantage.
Someone's
So
just
they
taking
all
care of
lived in
your
the same
elderly.
house.
Mhm.
So now the oldest brother and his fiance, let's say, they live in the house as well. But all these people, all the kids are out working as well. And they are all bringing money in and paying for the parents' house.
Mhm.
So the house is paid off in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Boop, done. So now the oldest brother and his wife are going to get married. They leave the nest. Guess what? They pick up a new house. Everybody's paying for the new house
Mhm.
because the parents' house is paid for. And as every child leaves the house, they buy another house and everybody contributes to that house. Then when all four kids were gone, the parents sold that big giant ass house, bought themselves a house just for the two of them.
Mhm.
They lived happily ever after. But all the kids have houses and they're paid for,
Yeah.
right? Because they did it as a family. They did it together.
Mhm.
And us North American people, we just can't get that into our heads. I don't know if it's greed or what it is. We can't do that. And that's sad.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
Yep. Well, it's
That's
instant
so sad.
gratification. Everybody wants instant gratification. It's not
Yeah.
what about 20 years from now? I didn't think I never thought about 20 years from now. I didn't think I'd live to be
No.
25.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
So it's now it's like, oh, well, you did, and you might live another 25.
Yeah. You
But
probably will,
but I
yeah.
see that a lot. You're talking to people and you look over, there's a car, like an expensive car. And there's someone, a young guy in it or a young girl in it of a different race. And you go, well, how the fuck do they afford a car like that? Well, the story I just told you, that's why they can afford that.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the entire family, brothers, sisters, parents, everybody worked together to get everybody set up in a brand new house, paid for. So now when you go out and work and stuff, you can buy whatever the hell you want because you have money.
Yep.
You're not up to here with bills and don't know which way to turn. So we have to think, change our way of thinking. Right?
We do. We also,
but us old farts, whatever, right? we're done.
Yeah.
And speaking of being done, I think our show's done for the week too.
To a turn, yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, George, you want to plug your show, but
I'd love to. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, but
you know what? Instead of plugging your show because you can't have it because you don't have your equipment, tell people about your show so when you have it, they can tune in.
Oh, when we come back. Oh, well,
yeah,
whenever that is, hopefully in a few weeks. We'll take another trip across those dance floors and decades, through the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties, and even now. So get out of that rut, into that groove, and whatever you do, wherever you are, whoever you're with, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing, whoever's telling you what to do, always, 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 always stay dancing, my friends. There you go.
There you go. Nice.
I've not done it for it's almost 3 weeks now.
I know, it's pretty sad, eh?
It's tragic. It's tragic. What can you do?
We got your back, George. You'll be back.
Hopefully, if it all goes well, and like I say, I'm waiting for me back order. I'm looking for a second-hand one because I've just thought I'll back up straight away for it, and we'll be bigger and better and more beautiful than ever when we come back.
Nice.
And a few surprises as well. Hopefully.
Awesome. Can't wait. Thanks, buddy. How about you, Derek? Got anything to plug? Any shows coming up?
I will, just because, why not? I do Saturday or Friday. Anyways, I'm playing this weekend at the Rec Room in Mississauga. It's going to be a bunch of horror type bands. So I'm pretty sure it's I don't know. Friday, Saturday.
I don't know what they have playing. Well, you better show up for the show, buddy.
I will. I know. I'll be there Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
So. Oh, by the way, Hike, the Atomic Ballroom. I don't think I mentioned that once, did I?
No, that's what I was trying to get you to say.
The Atomic Ballroom. We're not electronic. We're not supersonic. We are 100% atomic.
There you go. Perfect, buddy.
All right. Thank you for that.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being on the show, boys. You're the best co-host a man could ever ask for. And our fans are awesome too. Yeah. We did have a couple of fans come and join us today. It was a quiet night, but still, I want to thank Melanie for being the first on the show, Sandra, Sean, Matthew, Richard, Fang, who actually came on live and told us a joke, and Kathy and Susan. Thank you so much.
Don't forget our joke person from behind the door.
Oh, what's that?
Dawson,
let's see that.
Yeah. Dawson the Jokester.
Yes.
Dawson the Jokester.
The man from behind the door.
Yeah.
So it is Friday, June 17th. The Rec Room, $15, 3 killer bands. You might even die.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Worth every penny.
Killer bands.
Not a bad gig there, boys.
People are dying to get in. Yeah.
Wow.
We're not a cemetery.
And not dying to get out.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys. Hopefully Ringo will be back next Monday night.
Yeah.
and we'll have another
Moonlighting,
fabulous show like
Yeah.
we always do. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cheers, everybody.
All right.
I'd like to thank
health.
all our friends, and we'll see you right back here again next Monday night at 9:30 on the Heikadelic Show. Have a great week, everybody. Cheers.
Well, that's another wrap for the Heikadelic Show, folks, so time to get dirty. And don't forget, listen in next week on Monday night and every Monday after that for the Heikadelic Show at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like more information on the Heikadelic Show, please find us at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. We'll see you all next week on the Heikadelic Show. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for the Heikadelic Show, it's easy. Just send us an email at info@theheikedelicshow.com. Meanwhile, you can browse our website at www.theheikedelicshow.com or .ca. Click on our sponsor tab and find out more information on sponsorships. Thanks for joining the Heikadelic Show family.
Hey there. I saw the most disgusting thing on the internet the other day. It was one of those reels, and they were taking wieners and looking at them under the microscope, raw wieners. Oh my goodness. I didn't know there were that many creepy crawlies on a raw wiener. So make sure your wiener's cooked really well or boiled. Don't eat it raw. This is sort of a Heikadelic announcement to keep you safe. Anyway, enjoy the show.